Hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome. He doesn't propose, do this. Have you found yourself in a situation, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, where you date a man for already a year, two, three, and he still doesn't propose? And you just feel this sense of anxiety and urgency like, how do I get him to propose? What else can I do? That this guy proposes and marries me and commits to me forever. And I have multiple clients who are face this, and I help them with that, so that their man steps up and proposes. And one of them um, is sharing this on a video testimony. I'm gonna link it in the description box for you to see a successful story that even if you are in the situation, there can be a happy end, and there will be. Okay, but if you are in a relationship right now and this man isn't proposing and you just feel so frustrated, you don't know what to do, listen up. This video is for you. However, I want to let you know that this happens to so many women. Even if you're in a situation where you circular date a guy for 6 months, 9 months, a year, and he still doesn't propose, listen up to this video. And this also applies for you when you're even in a situationship and this man doesn't take it to the next level. So what to do here, okay? First of all, I really, really hear you, and I know how painful that is to not know if he will ever propose, right? You might be thinking in your head, oh, I don't care about him. I'm just gonna break up with him, get a new guy. But then a breakup is painful. A breakup is actually even damaging for your, you know, for your body, for your psyche. That's why I'm always against breakups. If we can rescue the relationship, I'm always for that. If we can level up the relationship, this is always what I would like to help you with, right? Because just throwing away the relationship will not help you much. And I will tell you why in a second. Okay. So the reason is when you just simply say, you know what, I don't care about him, I'm just gonna break up and get a new guy. The new guy most likely will not propose either. Why? Because you can't, I think there was a saying, you can't solve an issue from the same consciousness level. So thoughts, thoughts, certain emotions, certain feeling of worthiness, and certain action got you in the situation where you are right now in the first place, right? So unless you drastically change your action, your mindset, your feeling of worthiness to be proposed and provided for, nothing in the outside world will change. You will most likely attract a new guy who will also just take advantage of you and not propose and not provide. That is why coaching comes into place. That is why my clients say, I feel stuck for years when I work with Ellie. I got the proposal, I got the results. Because we work from a different consciousness level, and I help my clients level up first and then we solve the issue and then they attract this new reality. Okay. So just like, let's say, a simple math problem in mathematics is really hard for a person who is not educated in math, for example, right? But if you have taken classes in school with mathematics, with math, this simple mathematic issue will be easy, right? Same is with those issues with like, how do I get him to propose, right? I'm trained for that for years. I have experience helping women with that for years. So of course, for me, it's like super easy helping you, right? So sometimes we need that support. And if you desire my support to move your relationship forward, my email is in the description box. You can reach out for one-on-one coaching info. You can also apply for one first free love audit call. But anyway, so when you are in the situation where you don't know what to do, usually what happens, yeah, maybe it already happened for you or it will happen, is that women start feeling angry and resentful, even subconsciously. I had one client, she was telling me, you know, I just like start screaming at this guy. And I'm like, why do you start screaming? Yeah, because he annoyed me with this little thing. And I'm like, is it by chance maybe because he didn't propose yet and he doesn't provide? Your boyfriend doesn't propose and provide, and that's why you feel angry at him. And then it comes up to a different door, and she's like, yes. So you see, if being proposed and provided for is something that you really, really want, or whatever you even want from a relationship, and you don't do anything, it will, and you feel angry and resentment, this anger will blow up. So you might start actively being angry, like, that's called like screaming, nagging, stuff like that. Or even if you're like a sweet girl, this anger will come up through passive aggression. Might be like a backhanded compliment, suddenly finding other men more attractive, being like, I don't care about you because you don't care about me. Seeing this guy and having this negative feeling in your stomach, like, oh, because of him, I was suffering already 1 or 2 years because he still doesn't provide, he still doesn't propose. Or even having like this anxiety of like, I'm gonna dump you, but then this fear of leaving because you love him. Like, I know how frustrating the situation is when you are already, in love with a man in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, even situationship, or long-term circular dating, but he still did not propose, right? You might have one. I had another client. She was circular dating multiple guys, but she had one favorite. So she had one favorite, and the other guys kept proposing. She got like a ring after the next. But then the one her favorite didn't propose. It was like, how do we get there, right? So again, doing nothing doesn't help because you will start slow poisoning the relationship with your anger. Even if you say, no, I can control that, it will come actively or passively sooner or later. We're just all humans, okay? So if you contain enough anger and resentment inside of you, it will blow up. It's just holding volleyballs underneath the water, and then you try to keep them. Yeah, maybe you can keep three, but try to keep five volleyballs underneath the water, or six, seven, it will just blow up, okay? So yes, part of that is like emotional mastery, being able to deal with your own emotions, but part of it is just simply solving that issue. That guy has to propose, and that's it. So how do you get there? I know many coaches, they might tell you, oh, just leave him, yeah, just drop him, get a next guy. And as I already explained, that is, in my opinion, not the best solution because you got yourself in this situation. Another woman is in another situation. You know how there's like one guy with one woman, he is being in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship for 10 years, and then the next woman comes along, it's like this, like, hey, you know what? I deserve that. You better propose because I deserve that and I want that. And then he's like, okay, 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 I'm proposing, I'm providing like within a month. Okay. So I'm not saying that you're different than the other girl. You have the ability to be the woman that gets the proposals. It's just that we have to be really honest and reflect what mindset, thoughts, feeling of worthiness, and action got you in this situation. Because unless you don't reflect it and you don't level up those topics, the next guy will do the same to you. He will, because you are a vibrational match to that behavior. You got yourself into this behavior. I didn't bring you there. You can blame everybody, but the truth is you got yourself into this situation. So, and I'm also again, I'm not a big fan of breakups because unless the guy is toxic, it's not good for you. It's not good for your psyche, it's not good for your body to go through a breakup. It's gonna be painful, you're gonna have to heal from that. It's just, if it's unnecessary, it's unnecessary. So when you work with me, we would see, like, we would work through different stages, just like the feeling of worthiness, maybe even your own personal fear of marriage, because maybe, I don't know, I didn't talk to you yet. You might be afraid of losing freedom. You might be afraid of losing your lifestyle when you get married, okay? And then we have to work with that. It's like, okay, how can you keep your freedom? How can you keep your lifestyle although you're married? For example, right? Or having different actions, different mindset and thoughts, right? One of my clients, for example, had the blockage where she was like, I can't subconsciously, she was like, I can't trust men because I couldn't trust my father. I can't trust men because my father was abusing me and he didn't support me. So she couldn't open up to a man enough to the point because we first had to heal the subconscious belief and trauma. So she could have broken up with this guy and then go to the next one. She wouldn't be able to trust him either. So again, breaking up doesn't solve the issue long term unless you really did your inner work, which we do together in my one-on-one coaching. Okay. So that's really, really important that you do your inner work first. And the beauty of that is that the same guy also will step up then if he's available within the relationship. Just like with my client, I'm gonna put the link in the description box from the testimony from her. She didn't have to do any big drama, anything in her relationship. The only thing we worked on was her feeling more worthy of the proposal and her communication style, skills, So you see, it wasn't even much work. It was internal work that leveled up herself and leveled up her man. Okay, so if you are in a situation where your man proposes, like, don't even entertain thoughts of, I'm so angry, I don't know what to do. Get support, reach out to me. And don't even entertain, so like, I want to break up with you and get a new one who will propose to me. Because the truth is, in my experience of working with so many ladies, the truth is, you probably will get a new guy who will behave the same like your old one. Unless we drastically look into thoughts, emotions, communication style, and mindset and stuff like that. Okay. So reach out to me if you need that support. And also for ladies in a relationship, I have a little special announcement, and that is that I'm adding a module to my course, How to Talk to a Millionaire. It's going to be specifically for women that are dating long term. So let's say past 3 months of circular dating. And if you're in a relationship or marriage, this is also going to be extremely helpful to you to communicate with your partner in a conscious, loving way that brings you guys together. You know how those hard topics can like separate people, right? Can be a reason for fight or reason to separate. Also, not knowing how to communicate properly with a man would be also a reason for separation. So that module has the purpose for you to be able to communicate with your partner, with the guy that you are dating, long term, that brings you guys closer. That you can speak up whatever you want to speak up, but you feel safe and it brings you guys closer and he can hear what you're saying. Okay, so I'm adding a new module there. That is why this course is going to be on a flash sale, 50% off. You can check out the link in the description box. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you know anybody who is stuck in this situation where a guy doesn't want to propose, doesn't want to take the relationship to the next level, share this video with them so that they know there is hope and that acting out of anger is not a solution, and also breaking up is mostly not a solution either. Okay, but really working on yourself is the solution. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe.